Today is a day of hope for Patchogue, of continued pursuit and collaboration and inclusion. A day when they're committed to not letting the noise of hatred and violence re-enter their city. For 8 years ago, the death of Marcelo Lucero almost devastated this entire town. In fact, it splintered a lot of the community. And years have been spent by the mayor and through other organizations trying to get folks to recommit to each other, to themselves, and to the community, the greater community, not just those that are like themselves. The big question of the day is, how will this vigil help continue the movement of unity that this village has worked so hard to accomplish over the last 8 years? I have the pleasure to be here today with Rabbi Moss. Rabbi Moss, you are involved in a ton of community activities. What brings you here to the vigil today?
Well, I'm here representing the Suffolk County's Human Rights Commission, the Anti-Bias Task Forces of the county, as well as the Center for the Holocaust Diversity and Human Understanding. And all of these groups and the many people who are involved with them, and I'd like to believe all the good people of the county, really are standing up and saying, you know something, we need to be together, we need to respect each other, we need to stand together. Unfortunately, there are those who want to divide us from each other and separate us through words and through actions. This gathering this afternoon, however, is less of an anti-something or someone rally as much as an affirmation rally of the values that we cherish. And that is really what America is all about. And that is we're all a part of this wonderful democracy, and we need to respect each other regardless of who we are, where we come from, our race, our ethnicity. That's what this is all about, a very positive, forthright statement.
Patchogue has been through a lot in the last 8 years, and having personally been in the village before and after, I've really seen a lot of progress and a lot of movement towards this inclusion. Yes. Are you feeling the same way?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, all the way from Mayor Pontieri all the way down through the school system, they've really done a great job. And certainly this is given testimony to every single year in November when we have a memorial service for Marcelo. And I participate every year. And it's beautiful to see people from all walks of the community affirming in the memory of this young man that, you know something, we have to say no to hate.
8 years after the tragic death of your brother, that activity seems to have brought a town and community together. What are your thoughts on today in this visual?
You know, 8 years when the town and the village and the people's getting together, I hope that happened the same way, but in the positive way, not in the negative way. You know, when you have somebody, a few blocks away from here, somebody is spreading the war against minorities, against women, and planting the hate seeds in my village, I don't think is a good thing, you know. I think the people here in my community right now, we are on the spot when my brother died, consequences of language like Mr. Donald Trump has been using for the last 7 months. I was believing I'm making changes for the last 7 years. You know, I commit myself to reaching to many schools as possible, to reaching many kids in the school, to reaching teenagers and say this is wrong. You know, I try to change the stereotype about my communities and then try to do the right thing.
Standing tall, making a statement for unity, for togetherness, for respect for each other, for we are all children of the one God. In the Jewish tradition, it is stated that where a person's blood is shed, the soul of that person resides in that place. Therefore, that piece of earth, that concrete there to my right, is holy. It is consecrated ground, for a part of Marcelo's soul resides there.
Today isn't about building walls, it's about building bridges.
All right.
Bridges that demand that we reach out and touch and connect, even if people don't want to touch and connect with us.
This job isn't about immigration, it's about integration. How do you take the diversity of your community and make them a whole community? It's larger than, the immigration is larger than a village. People come and live in your village. If they sleep in your village, they're a resident of your village. They're part of who you take care of. And my job is the health and safety of all the residents of the village. Anybody, you put your head down on a pillow, it's like you live here.
Sure,
it's not that you don't live here. So I think what I clearly began to understand is that. And I think we're a very unique place. We have about 35% minority, primarily Latino, and primarily Ecuadorian within that group. And But you don't go around this village, you can't find a neighborhood that's Latino, where it's house after house after house. We're a very diverse community where people live together, and it really said to me that you got to take care of everybody.
My mother has 4 children. My brother take the lead, take the responsibility of my father. He came to this country and he wanted to do good things in this country. He never think in his life he's going to treat it like a garbage. He never think he's going to treat it like a second-class person. He wasn't even treated as a people, not even as a human being. Today I'm standing here. Why? Because I had to stand up for myself, I had to stand up for my family, for my people in my community. Why? Because my brother, who starved, he was bleeding in this color for no reason. Because he was dark. He was treated like a Mexican. Doesn't matter where he came from. He was my brother. He was my life. He was my father. He was my friend. You know, I don't want something like this ever happen. And I hope this village take this message right. Because for the last 7 years, I tried to build this village. I tried to build the community. I tried to be a bridge in between my community, and between the immigrants, and between the local people. Everyone had to deserve to be treated as a human being. Everyone deserves to have a dignity and respect. And that's what I'm here. When I reach in every kid in the schools, and I say, you don't have to be strong. You don't have to be tall. You just have to be brave. And I want to be the part. I don't want to preach. I want to stand up. Thank you. Have a good day, guys.